People always ask me, are there really no bad dogs? Now, before I answer that question honestly, I need you to watch this video until the very end.
I'm afraid one day she's gonna pull out enough and I'm not gonna be able to control that and she's gonna hurt someone. The worst case scenario is they're gonna take her from me. She was surrendered by her owner, but she had been living at the rescue for over 9 months.
Now, it's crucial that this goes well. It could be the difference between life and death for this dog, because after a dog has been rehomed more than twice, the opportunities for them decrease significantly. So this actually could be a life-saving training opportunity for this dog and her owner.
The world is her oyster and you are not a part of that. Well, except for me.
Now, I know that this sounds crazy, right? This dog loves this one person, but looks like she hates everyone else. I'd be interested, how many of you guys at home have a dog just like this? Your dog loves you and your family, but hates everyone else. Let me know in the comments below. Oftentimes this happens because of insecurity. This dog only feels safe with this one person, therefore everyone else around is an enemy.
Her owners before that surrendered her. They told me that she bit someone in the house. I don't know if that's a true story or not, so I just go with what they told me.
One thing I have to do is I have to observe this dog with another person. So I'm gonna use my trainer, Kyle. He doesn't know it yet. He's actually gonna take the leash, and you and I are gonna observe how this dog reacts. And I'm gonna give you a play-by-play along the way. Kyle. Now I want to pause that and I want to walk you through exactly what's going on in this clip, because this is very interesting. If you guys love dog behavior just like I do, this is going to be a fun breakdown for all of us. Watch how this dog is actually going after Kyle. So her head is up and the way that she's barking is very soft. It's not like this row, row, row. It's actually the bark that she's doing is very fearful. So she's really like alerting. She's like, hey, get out of here. It's what we call alert barking. And she even still won't hit him. She just like runs past them. Because that standoff, you see how she's like barking straight up? Now the other thing that is very classic for dogs who are very fearful and insecure, the way that they bark and the way that they lunge and go after people, is she's coming from behind almost every time. As soon as Kyle turns his back, what ends up happening is she then goes right after him. So it's kind of like a sucker punch. A dog who doesn't really have that much confidence will do this almost every time. If they're gonna react or they're gonna try to correct this person out of their life, they're gonna do it from behind. You see that? It's interesting. So as soon as she realizes that what she normally does doesn't work with Kyle, she then tries to go away, which tells us that this dog really doesn't have it out for Kyle or anybody else. This dog is just trying to get this person out of the room because she's insecure. I think she's just gotten away with doing that so much and it's not working and she's like frustrated with it. Kyle's standing his ground. He's being neutral. He's not yelling at the dog. He's not correcting the dog. He's just saying, hey, what you're doing isn't going to work this time. And she really doesn't know what to do, which is a nice opportunity for us to see really where she's at in her behavior. So every situation I put her in, I'm learning more about this dog. So is this the bad dog? I don't know. I think we have to keep working at it to really find out. Have you done training with her before in the past, like traditional, hired a trainer or anything?
Yes, she was an animal behaviorist that I got off the AKC website. She met with us 3 times. And of those 3 times, she basically told me that she's never gonna like people, she's never gonna like dogs. And she actually wanted me to put her on medication, which I did. Even my vet was like, she could be on that for the rest of her life. No, I don't think that's the right answer.
How does she act on the meds? Is she like?
It is pretty much the same.
Now, we have to remember the objective here. You guys have to pay attention. We're almost to the point where we can really figure out, is this dog reactive or is this dog aggressive? And there is a significant difference between a fake dog, a reactive dog, and of course an aggressive dog. And if you look at this video here, this is Leo. This is a Dutch Shepherd that does not like other people. This dog is never going to like other people. But the dog owner has done such a good job at managing this dog and keeping this dog in the community safe. And over here, you have Kona, a very boisterous, very reactive German Shepherd. Looks terrifying, looks super aggressive, but is actually one of the sweetest dogs we've ever worked with. So my goal continually, we're still getting very close to figure out what this dog is. And then face me. Good. We're gonna just do a leash end off. So I just wanna show you how this works, okay? So you can let go. Good. Does he come? Good. Watch. No. No. Now watch when I take the leash from the owner. This dog actually comes at my chest and my face, which obviously not only is scary for me, but it adds more conflict between her and I. For some reason, maybe she's a little bit more vulnerable outside. One of the biggest misconceptions in the dog world is that tail wagging means the dog is friendly. This dog is wagging her tail the entire time she is coming after me. So remember, just because the tail is wagging does not mean the dog is friendly or happy. So I'm gonna let her go towards you, and I'll just watch how we're gonna work on this. Shake it off, Jersey, come. Good, good. So when she's coming at me frontally, it's really hard to correct her because you just have to pop the collar. So when she's coming at me, it's kind of like trying to get tight on a piece of rope that keeps moving towards you. It's like almost impossible. So you have to time it just right. One of the very first things I do with this dog as she's coming after me is I correct the dog with the Hermspringer prong collar. For the first time in this dog's life, she's being held accountable for actions that are deadly to her. Now I'm gonna take this and I want you to try to correct her here for a second. So we're just gonna fake a handoff. So I'm gonna have you, yep, this, good. Hold again, good. Okay, now I'll just take it this time and see how she reacts. Jersey, come. Good. Good girl. Nice work, Jers. Now this is as realistic as it gets. This is reality. This isn't a dog on a set with a title that says aggressive dogs, and we're gonna work 4 weeks on this on YouTube. This is a dog that actually has a problem. This is a dog owner that is struggling. She's obviously very emotional, and it's my job to help the owner. Who cares what I can do with this dog? That's what I do. That's my profession. That's why I was put on this earth. I need to be able to teach this dog owner how to handle this situation, how to give her realistic expectations so these guys can be successful in the future. So another person, so when she barks like that, you can just give her a little pop, like a quick little pop, like yep. So you want it to be faster than that. So remember, you're driving the ship, it's all manual right now. So she's gonna follow whatever information you give her. Zach walks into the picture, you automatically start to tense up on your leash. That anticipation is fair from your standpoint of like, well, I want to make sure I hang on to her, but you're also giving her mixed signals. Like if we were all here and I just started tapping, I'm like, and he's gonna be like, what's going on? Like if I alert him, like, right? He's gonna be like, oh, where is it? Right. So we're hanging out, you're good. Zach enters the mix and you're tapping her and you're like, hey. And then she sees Zach and she's like, oh, okay, is that why you're doing this? The consistency of you getting like that when a stranger enters the mix targets that we don't do strangers. The only people I like are my people. Oh, and by the way, the winner of last week's video is Everything Edits. You won a one-on-one with me. If you guys want to win a virtual one-on-one with me, all you have to do is like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. 2 people won, but they didn't turn on their notifications, so make sure you guys do that, and we'll see you in the next video. We're so close to the finish line, but there's some finishing touches that I think we absolutely need to do before we send these guys on their way. We're gonna put these guys into the No Bad Dog group class, which is gonna be 10 other people, 10 other dogs. That's gonna be the final test. Let's see how we do. Yeah, you can just tell she's like, whatever you wanna do is what she'll do. Remember Thursday, she was like going after everything, you know, and now she's just like taking this in, you know, and she's thinking, which is really nice.
That's a completely different dog. I don't even know. I don't even know that dog, which I'm very happy to say I'm excited to keep working with her on it. Going home is gonna be a challenge, but I think we can do this.
So, is this the one bad dog? After watching these guys over the last couple days, I don't think so. Now in the beginning I wasn't exactly sure, but I am so proud of what these guys have accomplished just in 3 short days. These guys are gonna continue to manage and work through some of their problems, and they have a much better outlook than they did before. So good job guys. Make sure you guys leave lots of love for these guys in the comments below, and we'll see you next video.